Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. Ranked in the top 25 with high expectations to start the season, that Week 0 loss shocked everyone. With a bye week to look at their issues, try to get things corrected, this is a crucial game today. Can they be the team everyone thought they were before the season started? We'll find out today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Snags it and he's open. Quick step and go. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Once he got some room, it was over.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move, it's Owens. Across the 25, he's got room. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Joseph. And his throw is incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down loud.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Now here's Joseph. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets it. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Running inside. It's Owens. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Bring it out. It's Coleman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Throwing Joseph. Rushes on him. The throw. Snagged out of the air. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Joseph takes the easy completion. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Again, it's Joseph. Oh, he makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Fourth down, Joseph. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the single back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. It's a running room. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Coleman, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing Joseph. Working that left side now. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Got his man in the middle. The Badgers will hustle to the line. From the gun on third down, Joseph. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. Again, it's Joseph. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Joseph looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it from the gun. There's a crease. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. He got it beat down in bounds.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Throwing Reed. Spits it out to the back. That pass is incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll turn and throw back right, a dangerous idea. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run from the shotgun. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Going deep. Snags it. All the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Owens. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He wants to change this route. They'll go right back to it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Quickly out to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Owens.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Balls and fired complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Might as well stick with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time it's complete. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing Joseph. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. He makes the catch. He's loose on the right. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Again, it's Joseph. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Eagles with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game,
and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Joseph makes a catch. Touchdown, Badgers. And that one will give them the lead.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Slithers into space. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions. They got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
3rd and 6 yards to go. To the left, looking for the first down. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He'll try it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Morrow. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. You can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football regardless of what the defense does and see if he can break another long one.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Their lead is gone and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Throwing Joseph. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Oh, they really could have used that. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a...
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He might want another play. Reed. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Joseph on the play action. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rigged running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Joseph throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Joseph. Throws to the back. He's got him this time. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. He tries to take the top off. He's got it at the 15. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Joseph Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Reed. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Reed to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes a deep grab. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll move the wide receiver. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing Reed. Quarterback extends the play. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown!
This is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Throwing Joseph. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete. Down as the crowd gets behind this defense. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Again, it's Joseph. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1 possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Quarterback adapting. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's why I like running the football at this juncture of the game. A field goal ties it. You can't go backwards. And by running the ball, you're minimizing the chances for a negative play. So just trust this offensive line. Trust your running backs to get downhill, make people miss, and get you closer to the goal line.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Touchdown, Badgers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Reed. Pressure coming. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. On the run, it's Edwards. Could be an alley.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That
throws it deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to